She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
Welcome to day 14 of our 31-day internal satisfaction healing journey. You already know what time it is and who this is. Your favorite dating coach, China T, also known as Arthur China T. And if you didn't know by now, baby, you can get on over to Amazon, Apple Books, Lulu, any ebook retailer and get one of my mini reads from the children's section, from the fiction section, from the self-help. Because I got something that's going to feed your soul and everybody else around you. So don't play with it, baby. Go get your copies. Now, before we get into our content today, because it's going to tie in days 1 through 13, we're going to go ahead and get these reminders out the way, because y'all know I don't let y'all keep skipping y'all tools and then crying later about you not healing. Nah. We're leaving that unhealed energy in this year, because next year we're not doing this anymore. We've done it for too many years. At some point, we're going to have to heal for real. Okay? Now, first and foremost, make sure you get your copy of 31 Days to Internal Satisfaction. This ain't just a one-time read, sis. This is your blueprint to your healing. This is your emergency manual when life start life. And okay? It has the journal prompts, the activities, and you're going to be able to track your progress and your growth. You're going to need this. You can start over at any time life gives you upsets, your heart feels heavy, or your spirit feels off balance. Then while you're there, get your copy of Never Date Just Once, sis. Because after we heal this life stuff, we're going back into dating the proper way, the right way, how we should have learned a long time ago, with options. We're going to date while we healed, grown, soft, and strategic. That means this roster going to be intentional, sis. In that book, in Never Date Just One, you got to get your needs assessment done, your self-evaluation, and your relationship evaluation. So you can stop entertaining energy that never had no business breathing the same air at the same time as you. And you know that. I wish I could have been there to show you that. But you know that. I'm sure you can see it now. And if you want to know what it really looks like, Shantae got you. Play your position, sis. She's going to take that heartbreak from Malik, and she's going to turn it into protection, provision, and a marriage. She took that pain and turned it into purpose. That's what you're supposed to do. And then we have our 10 toxic dating habits that we must dead and keep in this year and not take into our life. Sis, you're toxic. I wouldn't date you either. Starting July 25th, them ebook sales better be up and the paperback sales better be up. Y'all got to stop pushing away these good men, because y'all keep attracting emotional bombs and financial bombs, because you are what you attract. Even if you ain't got all 10, sis, you got some of them. So let's fix it and stop faking it. And then our 3-book series, My Baby, My Favorite, Divorce Not Desperate, with book 1 dropping August 8th on my birthday. Sell me out. Like, spike those sales, okay? Bati took to the high seas after her nasty divorce. She had too many men, too many decisions, backstabbing friends, so much going on that boat. And she had to bring it all to closure in 90 days. So get ready to get your copy. All of these books are in ebook and paperback. You shouldn't have no excuse, sis. Okay? Now let's jump into day 14. Whew, we made it to 13 whole days already now. We done unpacked trauma, identified these roles and these masks, worked through broken words, rebuilt our self-image, manifested our peace, and we even re-entered our feminine power. But today, we're going to talk about something that sits deep in your spirit, even when you try to act like you don't care. And that's career development and those unfulfilled dreams. Because, sis, it's hard to feel whole when you're walking through life in somebody else's shoes just because life's not yours. Or at least that's what it feels like sometimes. Grab your copy of 31 Days to Internal Satisfaction and turn on over to day 14. When you were a child, you dreamed of being something special. By your senior year in high school, your career aspirations may have changed, or you dug deeper into your dream career to develop a plan to obtain it. Then life happened. Pregnancy, dropped out of high school, kicked out of college, somebody passed away, somebody lost a job, you was kicked out of your house, abusive relationships, maybe you was raped or molested, anything. It changed your life and you forgot your dream. And you know, unfulfilled desires can cause trauma, because somewhere deep down, you be blaming yourself for what happened or giving up on that dream. Don't beat yourself up, sis. Once you realize there was nothing that you could have done to stop life from happening, then you're going to start appreciating every day that you wake up, so that you still have time to fulfill that dream. And that's what we're doing today. When you were little, you had dreams, real dreams. You wanted to be a doctor, a singer, a dancer, a judge, a world traveler, an astronaut, a vet, a teacher, a hairstylist, a makeup mogul, a book writer, somebody big and famous. You had joy in your heart and glitter in your imagination. Then boom, life started swinging and shit started going up. Okay, maybe you got pregnant, one blow. Maybe your mama lost her job, you had to take care of your siblings, another blow. Maybe you got kicked out because you was misbehaving or got pregnant, another blow. Maybe you was assaulted or raped, another blow. Maybe school became too hard and you didn't want to tell nobody, another blow. Maybe grief hit you hard, another blow. Maybe depression took hold of you and you didn't want to admit it, another blow. Maybe you've been in survival mode so long, sis, that it's just you don't even know what to expect outside of it, another blow. And the career you dreamed about, poof, gone in the wind, just like that. No closure, just gone. Now, anytime we have a loss like that, whether it's from a job, friends, family, dogs, cats, whatever, anytime we suffer a loss, we have to properly grieve. And a lot of y'all are held up in y'all grieving because you're still questioning the loss. Not pursuing your dream ain't just disappointing, sis. It's traumatic. It makes you question yourself and everything about your life. It makes you resent where you currently are in your life. It makes you feel like you failed, like you're looking at failure every day you look in the mirror. Even when you know deep down that you just didn't have the support or the resources to go after it. Not the wherewithal, because you'll get it done. You just didn't know how to get it done. And that trauma, that bitterness, that unspoken sadness, it shows up in your attitude. That's why men always say you attitudey or act like a man. It show up in your mood. That's why you don't have a high sexual appetite no more. It shows up in your lack of excitement for life. That's why you don't travel. That's why all you do is be home in your house and making excuses for it. It shows up in your relationships. That's why you keep attracting who you attracted and settling where you settling. Because you just want to feel something, even though it's just a whole lot of nothing. But here's what I need you to know, sis. It wasn't your fault. You didn't give up. Life simply just redirected you. And baby, sis, it's not too late. So put on your shoes, strap them up, and get moving. Because whatever you still want to do, you still can do. So much life ahead of you. Be grateful in it now. Let's say you wanted to be a doctor, but now you work as a cashier. Okay, definitely a big financial blow. You can definitely feel that, so I know that hurt, right? But what if your passion for healing is still alive in you, sis? Maybe you just wasn't supposed to be a doctor. Maybe you can still be out there helping people by being a doula. You can help mothers have live births outside of Western medicine. Children may stay alive longer. You could be a CNA. Take care of the folks when they're in the nursing homes and make sure they're well taken care of. A wellness coach or a life coach like me. You could be a trauma-informed therapist. You can even start a YouTube channel, how I did, sis, and make your content for young girls and talk to them about their bodies and make them love themselves. Sis, you know, you can even write a book about what happened and how you use that mess as a catalyst to get you where you are right now and how it can help somebody else, right? Sometimes the dreams didn't die, sis. It just evolved into a different version of that same dream. Don't throw the calling away because your life made a detour. Your calling is still your calling, sis. Are you going to answer? Now, are you ready for today's assignment? Okay. Find your quiet spot. Play some soft music, meditation music. Make sure it's quiet. Sit down and sit still. Then begin to breathe in and inhale deeply, filling your gut with air. Counting 1/1000 5 times until your gut is completely full of air. Then slowly exhale that air out and think, I am her. I didn't do the career I wanted to, but I'm still fulfilled to do what I want to do now because I am her. Say it twice, say it out loud, and believe it, sis, because you are her. And whatever dream you deferred, we're about to bring it back to the forefront, or we just about to take it to a whole nother vision. What did you want to do when you were 5, 13, a senior in high school? Did you even try college? Now, from the life that happened and curveballs that was threw at you, what transition, what changed, what shaped you, And where are you now in your life based on where you wanted to be at 5, 13, senior year in college? Where are you now based on that? Do you feel completed? Do you feel aligned? If that, how do we create a passion roadmap to get you to that alignment? It's time to reflect on how your career journey is connected to your healing journey, sis. Because your peace is tied to your purpose. And your purpose is often tucked away inside that little girl dream that you left behind. Y'all saw Shantae in player position, sis. She turned her pain into purpose and let her purpose turn into a roster that gave her the results that she know that she deserved. You have got to turn your pain into purpose if you want it to become peace. Don't forget your journal prompt. We're 14 days in, and I'm so proud of you, sis. You've been doing the hard work, the unpacking, the healing, the sitting uncomfortably, and now you're unlocking a part of your healing that includes dreaming again, baby. So start dreaming, sis. Fantasizing, thinking what if, because it will be in your manifestation. We're almost halfway through this healing journey. Tomorrow is day 15. I need y'all to keep showing up. I need you to keep putting yourself first. I need you to keep choosing yourself first. Because remember, just because life knocks you off your path, sis, don't mean that path ain't still yours. Remember, what's meant for you is for you. I'll see you tomorrow with love.
Welcome to Chinatown. This is your host, Coach China T, who's also a known author. And as you can see here, I have several books that have been released and that are releasing over the next month and a half to 2 months. So make sure you head over to Amazon, get these ebooks. You can also get them in paperback at Lulu by clicking my website, china-t.com. Come follow me and learn more.